Welcome back to another video. Sorry for the background noise. I'm at the shop again. It's Friday night. I'm super worn out. I worked all day, so I'm going to try to be optimistic for you guys. But this weekend's project is 99 GSX. It's my brother's car. Long story short, it basically just has a bastard 20G, which is like a 16G with a 20G compressor wheel. Has a bunch of bolt-ons, and he would never listen to me and get it tuned, so he blew the head gasket, but it wasn't actually from the tune. He blew a coolant line and overheated it and popped it out, and blah blah blah. Long story short, fast forward almost a year later, we are here at the shop, and how's the air compressor? I'm gonna do head gasket, injectors, fuel pump, timing kit, speed density, DSM link, get rid of some junk like that, blah blah blah. Things gonna be sweet, and then I'm gonna tune it and we'll see where it falls. Oh, I'm doing head studs too. Same Juno problem as always, is the fuel here freaking sucks, so we'll see how it all goes out. I would like to shoot for like 20 pounds. I think that's fairly safe, as long as he actually puts decent gas in it. I was gonna say good, but there's no such thing as good gas here. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna get it done. Aside from the whole bolt-on thing, yeah, it's got a brain fart. VRSF front mount, engine intake, bastard 20G, FP manifold. It's got a full 3-inch exhaust, Evo 3 intake manifold. It's a 99 GSX and it's black on black, so it is the black leather, black dash. You know, these ones are a little bit rare, but yeah, besides that, it's a DSM. It was his first car. It needs some love. He's broke, but yeah, so I guess we'll get to it. Probably not gonna be very good at recording this video. I don't have 10 million batteries to time-lapse the whole thing, so I guess I'll just update you every once in a while. So first things first, I'm gonna pull everything off the head. We're gonna try to pull the head with the manifolds on. So I gotta lift it up and take off the bracket. Actually, I don't even know if the Evo 3 manifold has a bracket on the bottom, but I'll check if it does. Pull the intercooler pipe, drop the turbo. I gotta pull the turbo oil feed. I don't know why he sells it from the head. It should be from the oil filter housing. But yeah, so I'll get all this stuff pulled off, all the fluids drained, and I guess see if the head's torched or not. But I got one of those Felpro gaskets. It's pretty thick, and some copper spray, and L19s for the car. So I think that it should hold, hopefully, because we don't have a machine shop here, and I don't really want to do it twice. So I don't know. I'll update you later. Well, one good thing is coolant's not chalky milk. It's just nasty. Yummy. So I pulled the hood off. I just, well, drained the coolant, drained the oil. Just started to pull the valve cover off, and look at that. If you've ever done this, this is not normal. These are freaking huge. And they were actually tight. So I'm curious if whoever had this before threaded all the way through the head. Pretty crazy stuff, man. More mind-boggling things. The same size bolt was in the centerpiece too. We got threads for days. This thing is like gunky. Brayden, you can do better maintenance, dog. Also, in spirit, his car is more spirited than I am. Ooh, spooky. It's probably not gonna drop before Halloween, but it's like October 28th or some shit today, so this is Halloween weekend basically. So while Brayden's having dinner and doing Halloween things with this girl, fixing his car for free. All right, quick update. Valve cover's off, harness is off, except for one more injector plug because I started messing around. Turbo's all disconnected. I'm just gonna cut the belt because we have a new timing kit, and then technically just head bolts, and then should come off. I still need to check the back manifold for a bracket, but we started looking at parts, and it's not diapers. I lied. They're not L19s. They're just M11s. So basically just standard ARPs. We got the fuel pressure regulator kit. Little nice AN line there for the return side and all the adapter. Fuel pump, I believe it's a Walbro 400, 450. I don't know, I forget. I made him order all the good shit. This is like a fuel pump rewiring kit. Archer Fabs sold me this. He really likes to use those. I've used them on a couple of my cars. And here is the fuel pressure regulator. You can find it. Just a nice black one. And then in here we have some freshly flow tested used injectors. I think they're Precision 780s or something like that. Again, it's only on 20G, so those will be plenty. There's the gauge for the fuel pressure regulator. And then we can go back to more. Oh, by the way, this thing is crazy, man. I don't know how he put it together or if whoever did, but check this out. This is my vacuum source. Sorry, boost source. Here's the map sensor. That was a little ghetto rigged, probably because of the intake manifold. It was teed to the blow-off valve. That was teed to the manifold. That then runs to the firewall, which I can only assume is for the boost gauge. So there's like 5 T's. Theoretically, yeah, sure, whatever, it's fine. But like, what else do we have back here? Besides shit. DSM link. And speed density conversion harness, map sensor, cable, clutch cut. Nice. So I guess technically that's it, which I believe is everything I mentioned earlier anyways. I think I'm gonna have to wire the wideband into the ECU. The rest of that stuff's whatever. And then, oh, I'm not seeing timing parts. Where are timing parts? That's actually why I started looking, because I was gonna cut the belt. I was like, well, better not cut the belt if there's not actually parts. And maybe he just forgot them. That could definitely be why. Or maybe I'm just not finding them. Take up behind his seat here. Fishing shit. Nice. He's like me. We've moved 30 million times around the world in our cars. So there's no timing stuff. Good thing I didn't cut that. And I guess I better ask him where the fuck his timing stuff is. Where the heck his timing stuff is before I go cut that. So next step. Alright, so a good, simple, debatably easy way to take off your essentially water pump pulley is to remove the motor mount. And then I'm a little bit lazy. Not lazy, work smarter, not harder, right? Hitting you guys from a different angle this time. This camera's super smudgy, so sorry if you see that. I can't tell, it's a GoPro. But yeah, you just take a 10 mil and a wobbly and a gun, since it's a rotational thing. Let's see if I can stick you guys in there. Boom. Sorry for the angle, work with me. You stick this little gizmo gadget thingy in there. Put it on that first 10 mil right there. If I can do this in half, not with it right now. Oh, it worked. Well, that 10's gone forever. That bolt just ejecto-cedoed. Try this one. I think last time I didn't actually use the U-joint, so I'm gonna leave that in for you guys, but we're gonna change the impact wobbly so I don't look so special trying to do this for you guys. And I'm gonna go up a little more with the motor because this dude's got freaking power steering lines everywhere. So much easier and safer. I'm still losing all of these. I'll find them later, maybe, probably not, but I have other 10 mils. Ugh. Yeah, this was supposed to be easy, and it's quite the struggle. So I'll leave it in there for you though. I don't don't mind the struggle. The struggle's entertainment. The struggle's how you learn. Usually it's how you feel stupid, but no better way of learning than feeling stupid, because you don't want to feel stupid again. So, boom. Even though that was a bit of a struggle on camera, it's still easier than trying to like work with wrenches and ratchets, all sorts of things. Oh look, this is a one-piece pulley. Whose genius idea was that? By the way, I've never actually ran these aluminum pulleys before, because I was always told that they're not good, or I don't know. In my early days of the DSM life, someone said don't use them. They cause crank walk or some shit. So I never used them. And I don't even know if this is going to be possible. Guess I'm going to keep lifting and hopefully not dent the oil pan. There is a block of wood. Yeah, dude, that's not coming up. Man, you know when you work on cars and they're not yours, especially like, because it's different for your average car, right? It's whatever on a customer vehicle, or you should say just a typical daily. But when you're doing a race car for somebody else, they have so many things that you spent so many years, you know, deleting, getting rid of, X, Y, and Z. Like, this thing's just rattling off the wall. It's not even in there. But yeah, what I'm getting at is redoing what you've done your whole life, or you did a lifetime ago, for someone else for free. I'm not butthurt. I'm just a little butthurt, because this kid should be here learning, because one day I might not be here and I can't fix his DSM for him. And he's like, I'm a car person, I like my DSM, I'm not gonna sell it to you. But he's not here. What the heck, man? But yeah, so I'm gonna figure out this pulley and stop looking stupid on camera trying to figure it out. And he doesn't have the timing kit here. I don't know where we ended that clip. So hopefully he has it. So just in case I'm not cutting this timing belt, I am now taking timing components apart so that I can potentially reuse it if I have to, but hopefully not, because this belt looks like junk. All right, we're back, and voila, the head's off. So he said it blew out right here, but you can kind of see there's like that little indent, so I think it went, and then it was just spewing everywhere. I snapped a turbo bolt. This one was already super whack. That one didn't even have one. I might try to just tap that. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that thing. But now I get to scrape that, and there's all sorts of ooey goo. I never figured out this pulley. I don't know if it's coming off. I gotta do the water pump anyway, so maybe when I pull the water pump off, I can just pull it straight up. We'll see about that. There was the manifold thingamabobajiggy. I just undid the top two things, and then yeah, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. It wasn't too bad. The side, this corner, that head bolt, the one he said, also broke loose super easy. It was this one, and I guess it kind of like a hot spot. I don't even know if that's legit or not, but yeah, so there was that. So now I get to scrape this, and then yeah, back to the head. Definitely got a little toasty. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. One time it's fine. 2, gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and then right there is where it blew out. So I'm gonna scrape these, gonna get it as nice as I can without messing up as much as I can, and then hope this thing seals. I put it back in here, but this Velcro gasket, where are you? Right here. Nope. You can take manifold. Come here. Boop. I mean, it's pretty thick. So, and it's the crushy kind. It looks like what was already on there, because it literally just split in half. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, which is what I did on the GSX, and that thing's held up to 40 PSI, so probably not too bad. Then some copper gasket stuff. Hopefully there's enough of that left. And yeah, I think I just had standard ARPs in that too. Might have actually been L19s, because it was a 6-bolt, and L19s are cheap for a 6-bolt. They're like $100 versus a 7-bolt where they're like $250 or whatever. But I also don't think, I don't know if I said this, I think I said this, I don't think this is the stock motor. I guess I could just like look at the VIN or whatever if I feel like cleaning all this junk off. But I believe that's a 1G cam angle sensor conversion, and then this is the wire, which was split, and then according to the cam gears, that comes from the 95, 96 heads. This is a 99. So yeah, and then with all the pulleys and all the other random junk and those crazy T's and all, you know, X, Y, and Z, I don't think it's a stock motor. So who knows? I'm gonna look at, see if these piston cast number thingies tell me anything. Also, I don't know if you can see, probably not. Let me try with my flashlight. Looks like 4, yeah, you can see, just kind of starting to slap. Some piston slap scrapage. I didn't spin the crank at all. One was also starting to, so I assumed that all of them are like that. So yeah, what do we have here? Oh well, it's gone, it fell. Oh yeah, a long time ago too, the block was cracked down here, that front. When we did a clutch, the fucking thing just like fell off. So definitely don't think it's original. Also, this dude doesn't even have motor mounts. I don't know if I said that yet, but kid still needs a lot. And I don't know how far I want to go when I put this back together. Do I just put it back together and make it run how it did? No, because I really want to tune it. Then I gotta go do all the fuel system stuff, which really isn't that bad. But it's just like, I could go through and delete all this junk and speed density of the world and make it nice, but do I really want to do that on my own car? We'll see. So yeah, probably gonna call it there for tonight. It's midnight. It's Friday, so I've pretty much been here since 7 something in the morning, and I don't take lunches. I did run home to let the dogs out, so, and I picked up pizza right there. Yummy. But yeah, probably call it a day here tonight. Come back tomorrow morning, whenever that is, whenever I wake up, and then do all that. I don't know what I should do with this turbo bolt either. It was a really nice bolt, so like my drill bits ain't drilling that thing out. So we'll see. I wish I was down south. I would just get a new hot side somewhere and be like, sell me your hot side for a 16G TD05, I need it. And then I would just swap it, and then everybody would love life again, and it would seal and, you know, make all the boost and things like that. But yeah, anyways, enough with the ramble. I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. All right, it's the next morning. We're back. It's just after 11. I got here a little bit ago, 10:30, whatever. Got that pulley we had a struggle with yesterday off. Pulled the rest of the timing stuff. This thing was pretty gunky under there. The cam seal was leaking pretty good. Whatever, I don't know, but I just started scraping. Well, I pulled the head gasket right there, and I just started scraping all the gunk off. So we're making some progress here, and then I still got the rest I have to do, and then the head side. So that's just gonna be a timely manner, but that's where we're at, and that's where we're starting the day. So I'll update you when it's all done. Not sure how it looks on camera, but I cleaned up most of the material. It's pretty smooth. I'm gonna plug the oil galleys real quick and then blow all this stuff off because it's pretty nasty. So yeah, that side's done. After cleaning this, I gotta go do the head. So aside from that, yeah, I'll give you another update soon. All right, update. The Chacharoni showed up and he's finally doing something on his car. I don't know if you guys can see, but we'll try. That balance shaft belt is super cracked. Let me see if I can switch. I can't switch while recording. But yeah, anyways, so that's super cracked. So I pulled the trigger plate and the crank pulley, which I've never actually pulled these off of the DSM before. To access the belt, we are going to replace the belt again. First balance shaft belt I've replaced. Most of them I just break off or don't use. And then the crank sensor was just chilling in there. I don't know where I put that thing. I kind of want to find it to show you because the plug was pretty bad. Did I throw it away? No. Anyways, oh, there it is. The 7 bolts run a crankshaft position sensor, and it runs off of this, the trigger plate right there, and then matches with the cam angle sensor. But this one was converted to a first-gen cam angle sensor, like I was saying before. So it wasn't even using it. It was just unplugged and like the plug's all ooey gooey and stuff. So I'm just not gonna. You guys were dirty. I'm just not gonna put that back in again. And I guess it's just one less thing in the way. That's a big thing about going ECM link, especially speed density, and a huge reason I recommend it. One, so that your car doesn't blow up, because everybody loves to run untuned, cough cough. Two, you can delete so much from your engine bay, and it just makes it so much nicer to work on. And that's probably the best part about it. Plus you can do like an anti-lag and be a ricer and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and make this thing spit flames. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so that's a quick little update. I finished scraping the block, cleaned it off. I finished scraping the head, and gonna get that ready to go back on. He's fixing the coolant hose. Well, he's doing a starter, but the coolant line blew up. That's what caused all this stuff. So I'm gonna get the balance shaft belt on, switch out all the timing components, put on the new water pump. I got that off, and scrape the gasket and everything. So I'm gonna basically start with reassembly now, since we got everything out and cleaned. And then yeah, probably check in maybe when the head's on. All right, here's another look at the balance shaft belt. Pretty much the whole thing was all cracked up like that. We got the water pump on and torqued, and then all the new timing components. That's obviously not torqued till the belt's on, but got a new idler pulley, and we got the balance shaft belt on, and everything's all timed as far as the bottom half. So I think next I'm going to re-clean everything. I'm gonna put the studs in it to help line up the gasket, and then slide the gasket on, drop the head on, torque everything. Alright, so after adding the gasket, I got the head on, I torqued all the bolts, went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. It was like that. Yeah, so you just screw the studs in hand tight, and then you torque the nuts down in 3 sequences, so 30, 60, 90, and then should be all good. This turbo bolt snapped. This one wasn't even in there when I got the car. This one was really sketchy. So I ghetto rigged 3. So honestly, this turbo is probably mounted as good as it's ever been so far. Got the feed on and crushed those crush washers. I'm going to, so I got the timing all lined up relatively. I just got the cams in the right position. I'm actually going to pull the gears in these caps and replace the cam seals on the side so that it doesn't get as crusty as it was before. So next move is going to be doing those cam seals, and then the rest of like the head gasket stuffs. So yeah, that's next on the list. Back with another update. We have changed the gaskets, the cam seals, the little half moon thingy. The valve cover has a new gasket in it, and I just finished timing the everything. So the way I do it is pretty easy without a tool. Definitely recommend the tool for the auto, or not the auto tensioner, but the tension pulley, this little thing above a jiggy. Definitely super helpful. But as far as like the rod and everything else, it's whatever. Pretty much you just want to line up this line and your dowel pins, and then all the rest of the lines should line up. And what I do is I start from the top and I just zip tie. Well, start with this, your intake cam, zip tie it when it's almost in place. Then you gotta kind of use 2 wrenches to pull both the cams together, and then once this line lines up and your dowel pins are up, zip tie this side down. Then you throw your back down, make sure that it lines up with the oil pump pulley, and then slap it around there, and then make sure that your camshaft pulley, crank not camshaft, it's been a long day. Make sure your crank pulley is lined up, and then you slap it on here, and then you tighten this, and then you torque this, and then yeah. So I just did all that. So I'm going to clip these, I'm going to rotate it around a couple times back to top dead center and make sure everything's still lined up, and if it is, then I'm going to pull the pin on the hydraulic auto tensioner, and then, well, I got to pull the pin before I rotate it, and then do all that, and then check, and then make sure it's good. All right, and voila, final update. I pulled the engine fuse right there, bloop, which means there's no spark or fuel. So I did that so that I could give it some cranks, let some fluids flow, make sure things don't just go boom, and we shall see if it cranks. I haven't tried yet. Where's the key? Oh, it's in here. Ah. Oh, I charged the battery forever, so that sucker better work. Alright. Will she crank? Will she blow up? Voila. Guess that means let's see if it fires up. One take, baby. Kind of scared. Who knows? Guess we'll learn pretty quick though. Da, 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 da. That was very mild. Oh shit, I didn't plug the map sensor in. Map sensor, where are you? Boom. You always gotta forget something. Alright, there's the cold idle, and it's not like these new cars where it throws a check engine light for everything, which is cool. I might have over tightened that timing belt. Doesn't look like we're spitting fluid anywhere. That's always a good sign. It's crazy how tame these things are with a full exhaust. I mean, the GSX had a full one, but this one's way more muffled. losing any fluids. I'm really surprised how quiet the motor is. Like, the lifters didn't die or nothing. This thing's been chilling for like a whole year. Guess I can see if the alternator's working real quick. I'm sure it is, but meter on volts, and go power there, ground there, 14 volts. Oh, it came loose. Yeah. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. Anyways, I'll take that as a win. It said 14 volts originally. So yeah. I guess I'm just gonna let it warm up, make sure it doesn't catch fire. And yeah, I guess technically I'm ending this a little short. My brother really didn't help, or let's just say he had other priorities, so I didn't really feel like spending my last day of my weekend here doing this upgrade and stuff. So as much as I would like to tune it, I'll wait for him to do his upgrades. But head gasket's done, looks like it's sealed. There's no crazy fluids spitting everywhere or nothing. So nonetheless, looks like his AFRs are pretty steady. So yeah, nonetheless, he's got a car to drive, and guess that just means I get more DSM content in Alaska. So next time when we do some mods and things like that, you know, the fuel lines are leaking. But yeah, so anyways, I'll stop with the babbling, and I guess we'll end the video here. I finally have an outro for once, or I should say I finally remembered an outro for once. If I get this freaking spark, or freaking boom, cover's on. Alright, well yeah, thanks for watching another video. Probably wasn't super exciting, but car works. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't blow up. And yeah, peace out. Catch you guys next video. Stay tuned. Maybe mods next time. Who knows?